Hello and welcome back to Total Crypto. In today's video, we'll be diving into Shiba Inu as I can see a massive trend reversal about to come in once we break out of this zone here. Now, as we all can witness and see from the chart, I've drew a very large trend line going across like so, where it touches these points over here. So that's first touch, two, and almost touched there. That would have been three. But once we do break out of this zone right over here, sorry, wrong one. Once we do break out the zone out of here, then we should be expecting a nice, hopefully, break up to the upside. And only once that happens, for me, that's a confirmation, an almost confirmation, that we should be heading much more higher. And whilst we look across to the left of the chart, we can see we've got this invalidation area over here. And if I just scroll the chart to the upside, we can see we've still got a lot more moves to be had going to the upside. And my prediction for Shiba Inu, especially for this mega super alt season coming in, especially with the meme coins, we should be able to quite evidently clear well above. Yeah, look at that, 100% move over here. So for this, I wouldn't necessarily do a high leverage trading. I probably would do anywhere between 4 or 5, maybe even 6 or 7, depending how much I want to add on to this. I'm currently holding quite a bit of my Shiba Inu as part of my holding portfolio under spot trade, but I am quite tempted actually, and I probably will do this to go on to perpetual and trade Shiba Inu with maybe a little bit more, maybe about 10x left. But if I'm going to do that for the 10x leverage, I will probably go into a smaller time frame because we currently are on the daily. Just zooming in so you see exactly what I'm thinking, or see what I'm exactly looking to do actually, rather than thinking. Okay, so we still got quite a bit of invalidation here as well. So quite possibly, I will be looking to trade. Once we do break out of this zone here, because as we can see, we got 2 double touches on top there. And once we do actually inevitably break up from here, and we get the arrow again, so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, so once we've touched it once, twice, once we do break up, we should be able to clear this invalidation and bring us up until this point. Now, what I'll be doing carefully is once we do break up and clear this invalidation, and we might go sideways for a little while. And once that happens, I'll be watching very carefully whether we go further down or retest back into the zone. If we do something like this, which I'll just quickly show you. Now, if we do something along a line like that, retest, and then followed by an eventual break to the upside. But before we break to the upside, I want to make sure that we clear this area first, clear the area so we are above the zone like that. Now, I don't care too much about percentage from here to there, because the way I'm looking at it, I'm looking from a longer term perpetual trade. And then once we do continue, go up to the upside, and we eventually clear this zone here. Now, if we go to the 4-hour chart, we should be able to reduce the size of the chart so we can have a clearer view on how it looks. It doesn't look very nice, so in that case, let's go back to the weekly. Okay, that looks much better. All right, so for the weekly, it looks... Oh, okay, I can see 2 things happening actually for the weekly. So a good thing I've actually gone up to the higher charts. All right, so this bit here is still valid on the short term, but in the small time frame, but on a larger time frame, we can actually correct the trend line and do something like this. But now, what do we notice? We have noticed a couple of things first. Firstly, there's still quite a bit of invalidation here, from a weekly time frame. Last week, or say the week before last week, we printed green, and this week, with the last few hours now, depending where you are from around the world, has printed red, but it looks like it's an invalidated or indecision doji candle. Now, this is still quite bullish as long as we open up Monday morning with a green candle. Then I don't see why we can't hit that zone there. Now, if that doesn't play out, what we could do instead, we can wait for maybe a retest back into this zone over here. And once that happens, then we should definitely be looking for a trade to go back up and hopefully go up towards the trend line. I'll go sideways for a little bit and waiting for the breakout. And once that happens, I'll be continuing to hold my trade whether I enter here or whether I enter down there. So I think I might have to wait until in the morning and see how this plans out. Because right now, this zone here is the most important part for the next coming hours, leading into the brand new week of next week. Now, whatever happens here, you can go in for a trade. Once we do break down, to look for an entry over here, or to look for an entry above the trend line, and then you're gonna want to hold it for, to be fair, as long as you can. Because if we look again across the left, it looks like once we do break up from this trend line, it is quite clear that we should be able to head back up into this zone up there, and that will give you, like I said, over 130% in trade forex leverage. That's already over 520%, and I think that would be an insane trade in general. But if you're looking to hold and hold ship, I think this will be the one of the best setups that I've seen for a little while now. And my prediction for ship should be hitting like around about 1 cent. And I'll be carefully paying attention to this chart and also updating you all via my channel. And hopefully, if you like to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll be updated with that. And furthermore, if you find this interesting, you may also like watching this video too. So I hope to see you all soon. Bye.